This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Oh, I love this part of the show, Heather B.
Talk to me.
Oh, we've done it many times before, where we take artists and that are on that journey of a rising star and bring exposure to them and bring information about them that people may not necessarily know.
That's right.
And a lot of people have been curious about our next guest. I've known him for years. When I first met him, man, it wasn't really about the rap game. The first thing I said to him, he probably don't even remember this, and I think it might have been at the America's Most Wanted tour, is, yo, I see your popping, dog. You remember that?
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah,
man. SB Stunts is here, man, a.k.a.
Hey.
Safari, man.
Yeah,
Welcome to the show,
what
man.
up?
Yeah,
What
man.
up? Thanks for having me.
Because I used to see him on stage, HB, I used to see him on stage popping
pop
hard.
game.
Yeah.
We from the West Coast, man. We was the illest poppers in the game back in the day.
Yeah, but East Coast, as far as that, we nice with it, especially like in Brooklyn and Flatbush.
Uh-huh.
And that's the era I came from. Like,
Okay.
dancing, like it was some, everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, seriously? Wait, hold on.
I'm saying, I was in the gym yesterday, so my muscles are a little
Ah, a
sore
little
right
tight.
now. I'm really tight.
Plus, he got that
He
fur.
didn't want it, Heather B. He didn't want it.
And this button up is a little snug, so I can't move as much as I like.
Yo, did you used to dance, though? Like, were you a
Hell
dancer?
yeah, I was like a dancer. Like, I used to play ball.
Uh-huh.
And dancing is what made me stop playing ball. Like, if I would have kept playing ball, I'd have probably made it to the NBA. But I got into, like, fly clothes and dancing.
Yeah.
And I started getting a lot of attention off dancing. And then I said, yo, I'm going to start dancing. This is fun.
Like, you were in dance crews? Like,
Yeah. Like, I had, like, a dance crew in Brooklyn called Unexpected. And we used to do these showcases called Flex. Flex in Brooklyn. They used to come on BCAT every Friday. And we used to do those showcases. And they were, like, the biggest things in Brooklyn.
Flexing is a type of dance, though, too, right?
It's a type of dance, but the name of the show was Flex in Brooklyn. But it was really geared more towards like reggae and like it was really West Indian
West
style
Indian.
mixed with hip hop.
Now, your family's from the West Indies?
Yeah, my whole bloodline is Jamaican.
Jamaican? What
Yeah.
part of Jamaica?
Hanover and Montego Bay.
Okay, all right. The tourist part, Montego Bay.
Nah, Kingston part and New Kingston.
Yeah.
Like most people be like, oh, you Jamaican, what part? Kingston. Everybody's from Kingston.
Yeah.
But nah, like Pond side with them left you on one side.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, all right. It's real. I'm going to jump out of that. And so from dancing is, first of all, SB Stunts is here. Dude, how many names you got, bro?
All right, as
Right.
far as that, right?
Okay.
My real name is Safari. It's spelled with 2 E's.
Okay.
And that's really the name moving forward I want to go by. You know what I'm saying? Like the SB was just like that's not even a real name.
Okay. All right.
And, because my own name used to be like Scaff Beezy. So it was SB for short. The Scaff name is like when I was younger, like my parents, they were Rastafarian. So I don't know if they were high. I don't know what they were on. They just started calling me Scaff. But Americans call me Scaff. So they're like, Scaff, boom, 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 and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
Your parents are Rasta. Did you grow up Rasta?
not anymore. I wasn't Rasta, but they were.
They were Rasta.
Yeah.
Okay. Once Rasta, always Rasta's covenant is in the heart.
Yeah.
Did they locks too?
Yeah. My mom's and my pops, they had the locks.
Rastafari.
My mom, she cut them though.
She cut them off. And so, so you went from dancing and then when did you get into Hood Stars? When you start the
That was, I think, in 02 or 03, like after high school, after they kicked me out and forced me to leave and then put me in the night program.
Wait, why'd you get kicked out?
I don't even know, man. I wasn't even like a bad kid. I went to Midwood High School. You know what? I think it had something to do with you know what? I was getting too old, and then it was like, yeah, we got to get you out of here. Nah, I'm joking, but
I was supposed to be like,
20-year-old singer?
What's my follow-up question?
20-year-old sophomore.
No. I was the right age for my year, but my credits weren't catching up. So in order for me to like leave on time, I had to leave and then go to the night program, and then that didn't work out. So then I had to leave and get my other joint. But I went to college and all that.
Where did you go to college?
City Tech.
City Tech. Did
Downtown.
you graduate or?
Nah, I just did 2 years, and then when they tell you that, you go to school and you get a check, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. So I went I got the, financial aid?
Yeah.
I got a couple financial aid checks out of them. and then I left.
Damn, you hustled the
Bought some
government.
more
man.
gear. He bought some
Yo,
gear. Stay
fly
fly.
This is interesting because many years I've known him, I have never heard these
this.
stories. All right, what kind of family upbringing was it by being Jamaican, man? Were they really strict? And these guys?
My mother is so strict, it's not even funny. Like, I started working at 14.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, oh, you 14, get your working papers. And I was working at McDonald's, and I had the job for 2 years. And then after that, no exaggeration, I probably had like about 27 jobs.
Oh,
I got my CDL license at 18. I was driving garbage trucks, school buses. I was driving 18-wheelers across the country, hauling flatbeds, hauling garbage. Like, people think, like, they have no idea, like, I really was working.
Yeah.
Like, I was driving 18-wheelers. I used to be driving on the road, and all my friends was back home partying. And I remember one time I had to drive a 80,000-pound load from New Jersey to Kentucky, and it was like a big party weekend. And all my friends was just calling me, and they were out partying. I was driving the truck crying like, I hate this shit, man. I hate this, man. I want to go home. I want to leave.
Yeah. And that's when you looked at music as a way to minimize those 27 jobs and come down to one. When you were with Hood Stars, were you and that's the group you and Nikki were both in. Did you have a lot, like, you done a lot of A&R over the years, and you've A&R'd some big songs, and arguably for one of the biggest artists that hip hop has ever seen or pop culture has ever seen. Where did you pick up your A&R knowledge?
I definitely think it came over time. I'm not gonna act like, oh yeah, as soon as we started, we was in a group thing that I knew what I was doing. I think like over time, it definitely came like just after being around it so much and just like developing an ear and just knowing what beats made sense and what beats I liked, and I really just judged things off of what I liked. I didn't like to say, oh yeah, this will sound good on radio, let's use this for radio, because I'm not like a radio type of person. I don't really like to base things off of radio and stuff like that. I just like to base it off of what makes me feel good when I hear it. Yeah.
This is interesting because Safari could give a lot of people, like a lot of folks come up here. We got the once you come up here, this is the litmus test. You know, you go spit rhymes on anybody's show, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
But when you come up here, this is where you really dealing directly with the people. And a lot of times with the battle rappers, I tell them it's a difference between battle rap and writing a song. And
Definitely.
You know, and I want to hear those differences in your opinion, and talk more about the music that you're releasing. You sent me a song called New Day. We're going to play that now. And it's a Safari. If you want to talk with him, 888-742-3345. His brand new Day. That's my man Safari right there, man. Oh,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I like that, bro.
Thank you.
A lot
Thank
of
you.
energy. HB, what you think, man?
People gonna be feeling people butt, whining on people butt, dancing to that.
Yeah, I love the West Indian influence.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Right?
Oh,
Nasty.
okay.
Yeah,
Make some
that
rock.
kind of
HB,
dancing.
show him HB. Show him HB. Put it on him.
Don't do that.
Whoa.
Did you produce that or who produced that?
My producer, his name is Travis Crates. Like,
Yeah.
it's my partner. It's like everything I do is me and him. He's like, man, when people really know about him, he's like one. I've been around a lot of producers. He is like the illest producer that people do not know about, whether they know about him or not.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Now, are you working on a full album right now, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I have a lot of songs. I'm just like just recording stuff, and then like I probably have enough to do an album, but I just want to put out like songs and videos and just let people get familiar with seeing me in that light and just to see the direction I'm going. And I don't want to just jump out the window and say, here's an album. I don't think that would make sense to do, you know?
You think it'd be too premature to do that right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
We got Carly on the line from Virginia. What's up, Carly? How you doing?
Hey, Carl.
Oh my God, Sway.
Yes.
I cannot believe I'm talking to you, so I'm going to make it brief. I love you. I love Heaven B. Safari. I know you're doing your thing, but my question was, like, I used to be like a background, like a hype girl for my homegirl, and she's kind of changed direction as far as like her musical like journey. She's kind of doing like some pop stuff right now. So how do you feel like you move from, you know, the hype man to changing gears and not being like a permanent Swift star to bringing yourself out into the forefront? Like, how do you manage to do it?
I just feel like, you know, it was always in me, so it's not even really something that I have to even like think about and do. Like, when you just feel like, you know what, I'm meant to do this, but I can be quiet and chill for a while. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. And that's another thing I really want to do. Like, people always be like, oh, a hype man can't make it. Oh, once you're known as a hype man and all this other stuff. Nah, I want to be the one that people be like, yeah, he was a hype man, but now I can't deny him. Like, he's ill.
You know, I mean, the first time I heard Jay-Z is when he was rapping with Jaz-O. You know, and he was doing the originators. We are the originators. And Jaz-O was really the front man. You know, so you definitely could forge a lane for yourself. Go ahead.
SB, I definitely want to applaud your autonomy because I think that's incredible, especially after so many years, you know, of having someone by your side. I think a lot of people, you know, their initial thoughts are going to be concerned with trying to find like any similarities to like flows with Nicki, different punchlines. Is that something that like you consciously wanted to veer away from since y'all work so closely together?
I just feel like people from New York who like to think about lyrics, that kind of comes with being like an artist from here. Because it's like, I like to say shit that make you say, wow, damn, he said that. Way more than a hype man. Now lights on me like nightstands. Like, that's a shit where you be like, oh shit, my nightstands do got lights on it. Now there's a light on me. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't touching me like TSA.
Yeah, this here's a PSA. No one's touching me. Y'all ain't TSA.
Yeah, I deal with that.
I'ma bring more nigga, nothing less. Ain't an iron board I ain't never pressed.
Yeah, he said that hard. You know, like that. We got Mark from Denver on the line. What you want to say, Mark? Say hello to Safari.
What's going on, everybody in the studio? Safari, hey man, I want to compliment you, dog. That track was pretty damn dope. You need to
thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Team up with Papoose, man, because that's asking for him to be on there to rock out with you.
I like Papoose too, Brooklyn. I like Papoose.
All right, Mark. Thanks for your call. Omar in Atlanta. Good morning. Say what's up to Safari.
SB, what's good, fam?
What up, bro?
Hey. I seen you in a couple of interviews before, and I just didn't know you had that spit in you like that. I just had to call in and just holler at the kid.
I appreciate that, bro, for real. Like, and you know, like real talk, when people hit me up and just like even want to speak to me, like it's crazy. Like I'm not gonna get all emotional and shit, but yo, this shit is it's emotional. Like it's surreal, for real.
It's interesting, Safari, because you guys tackled the world, you know, and Nicki's the greatest, you know what I mean? And
Indeed.
and she done so much for women in rap, and when she got on that Monster joint and just was like slaying the top of the top, and, you know. But you know, but I've always, and I think everybody's been curious about who is this dude? We weren't introduced to the layers, and that's what I wanted to bring you up here for, to talk about the now moving forward for you. I want to play another song, and then, you know, one of the things I emailed him last night is, you remember the last thing I said to you on the email? Did you get that?
You told me bring a verse.
That's right. Yeah, and we're gonna get a verse from him too, HB.
That's what's up.
Because not at the moment. We're gonna play Burner. Tell me about Burner. What's Burner about?
Burner, shout out Supernatural. He did that beat. What's crazy about Burner?
Supernat?
From, you know him?
Wait, who?
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Natra.
Natra.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Supernatural.
Like Supernat,
the
freestyle
king. You know. Okay, all right, go ahead.
So this beat, it was in my email for no lie 3 years. And I was working on like a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me just look through this thing right here real quick. And I played that beat. And it was me and my producer, Travis Crates. And then I got it on tape too. The way everything came up, it was ill. And then we just was like, walking with a limp because I got a burner. Pop a Willie on him, then I do the Bobby Shmurda. And then we just started going like, I like it. It's a fun record. You know, I ain't trying to be the type of dude to be out here portraying slapping your mom, slapping your bitch, shooting you, robbing you, and all that tough guy shit. I want to have fun. I want people to have fun. I want people to enjoy my shit. I want girls to like it. I want dudes to be like, all right, yeah, this shit is ill. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to make people feel good.
This Safari, man. It's called Burner. 888-742-3345.
Stop, gang.
Burner! Safari.
All up there, I'm the mayor. I'm really way up there. It's the middle of the summer, and I still wear fur. Burr. You thought I was about to start it? Hey, you know what? I wish we did have that beat. I love that beat.
You can email it. Safari's here, man. I feel like I'm making a new friend here. As many years as I know you.
Seriously, Sway. Like every time I saw you, like I've met a lot of people, and it was always that fake industry thing. Boom, boom, boom. Like it was always genuine. Like, all right, this ain't no industry shit. Even, we don't speak every day. We don't see each other all the time. Yeah. But it was still just like a genuine, real connection there. Pause.
You know. Well. You know, if I may be candid, man, I really was impressed with what you guys were able to accomplish, you know, especially in this hip hop thing. And, you know, I've always been a fan of Nicki's.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're a fan of someone, you always kind of want to know more about them and what's up and what makes them tick and who they surround themselves with and their foundation and all those things. And you were always there supporting this person, this woman. And you know, we do these those documentaries that we do on MTV, and you get to find out more about her. But women have it harder in this business than any man, and I don't care what it is, you know, with business-wise and all that. And so I always commended her on how she handles her thing. And so naturally, I want to know more about you. Ain't nothing fake about us. You know, it ain't I'm not talking to you for a headline or nothing other than that's a cool-ass dude. And I like to give him a shot to talk about his music too. Yeah. You know, we don't get caught up in all that.
It's easy to pick up on that. Like, I know when somebody wants to talk to me for BS, and I know when somebody's genuine. That's why I'm not out here doing a bunch of interviews. Yeah. Like that other one I did, that was like the last one I did, and then I'm only going to do things that make sense. I'm not with gossip, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like nowadays, people want to know more about your personal life than they want to know about your music. Yeah. It's like 75% of being successful is them, how much of your personal you're going to give them. 20% is your music, and the other 10% is if you got any swag.
Exactly, and you came here swagged out right now. I feel underdressed at my own show. Heather D, what's going on, man?
Step your game up. You was just on Empire last night.
Word up.
Did you see Empire last night, Safari?
Hey, I was on a plane flying here. I'm sorry.
You're the only one who didn't.
No.
You know, I was doing my thing. That's another thing, your style, man. Like, I'm starting to see you really step out, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
And so you really have were you always like this? West Indian folks are always like this, though. Right?
Let me tell you something about Brooklyn dudes, especially like Flatbush, and I'm Jamaican. It's like, yo, when I was younger, my pops used to make tailor-made suits for me and have me looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I always been into trying to like look nice. Like that's why even though like coming up and with the whole hype man thing, whatever, people would look at me and be like, yo, you don't look like a hype man. And I took pride in that. Like I didn't want to just be like, all right, some rinky-dink Joe Schmo looking guy who's just hanging around. Nah, I want to look ill when I go out. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it's good, though. I know you said people talk to you a lot or try to get in your personal business, but I'm glad you came up here on this platform and shared some of the personal stuff, because it's refreshing to hear that you drove a truck before and you had a lot of jobs. I think people need to hear that instead of thinking, oh, because who you was with, you got put on. You was busting your ass for years before you got a chance to get in this game, and you did the homework, so you can step up. So I say I'm glad you shared that with us today, because I didn't know any of that about you at all. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, and thank you for letting me. You know what I'm saying? I never really had a platform or did something where it made sense where people would ask me about that type of stuff, because my personal life my history is deep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it just to try to say, I want people to feel me. Nah, like, yo, I've dealt with and been through a lot growing up. You know what I'm saying? My pops and my moms, like, their situation is next level growing up. So it was just my moms who raised me and my two sisters. It was three of us. And my mom's had three jobs, like, forever. And even up to now, it's like, what I'm doing, I want to do it so that I could tell my moms, you don't got to work no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to front and act like, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm working to get to that point where I could be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to go to work no more. I'm going to take care of everything.
So you're not rich?
No, I'm definitely not rich. I'm rich in mind. I'm rich in spirit. I'm rich in God. But as far as money and all of that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not broke, but at the same time, I'm not going to jump out the window and tell my mother to go and do something that doesn't make sense. I know I have faith it's going to get there, and when it gets there, that's when, you know what I'm saying?
You met a lot of artists being on tours around the world, so on and so forth. Have any of those artists like reached out to you and say, hey, man, after hearing your music, man, I'd like to work with you or jump on the track?
Anyone that's current, not really, because, you know, and also I ain't even really tripping off that. Like, you know who I connect with recently, and he's like someone I respect so much, Pras from the Fugees. Yeah. I let him hear New Day. Yeah. And when he heard it, he was blown away. He said, when you shoot the video for this, I need to be in this video. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I had set it up. I really wanted him to be in it. I shot the video like 2 days ago. Yeah. I had posted like a picture. I was like baby oiled up with no shirt on and my camouflage pants.
Yeah.
So, but that was on the set for that video. So I shot the
That's
video.
West Indian too, Safari. That's part of it.
What
The baby oil and no shirt.
Yeah, I wish I had a fitnet tank top, fishnet tank top, but I couldn't find one at the time.
Damn, dude, what you doing, man?
You want the women to enjoy it.
Showing you up, Sway.
Talk to you, man. What you doing? You coming in with the furs and all that?
Safari, you're very personable. So you know what? I'm wondering now, would you put your past relationship in the music, since a lot of artists do that as a way to vent?
If I was to do it, I would do it in a respectful way. I would never do it in a way where I'm being disrespectful, and I would never do it in a way where I'm trying to be catty or petty or malicious. So if I was to do it, it just would be honesty and truth. I would be very careful at how I did it if I was to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I have a song where I did do that.
Yeah.
But it's like, after listening to it, it's like seems too personal. So I would never put it out.
You never put it out?
Nah.
He's a good guy.
Okay. A lot of people admire that about you, man.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be,
You're a good guy.
You know, you don't always have to put out the drama.
Yeah.
You know, because then that'll be the premise in which your career will be built on.
Exactly, man.
And you know, and then after a while that plays itself out, right?
Exactly, man. I'm just about moving forward.
I'm gonna take a few more calls. We got Black from Connecticut. Say what's up to Safari.
What up, Black?
Well, what's up? What's up?
What up, Black?
Yo, hey, what's going on, man? How y'all ladies doing? Can I get that sound effect in the back? The ow.
Black, stop producing my show, man. All right, what's your question?
Black shout out.
All right, man. I'm from Harper, right? Yo, I like that joint that Safari got when he on the motorcycle was wilding out, man. That shit is hot, man.
Thank you.
That's like, yo, that shit right there. I heard that. I was like, damn, this kid really is nice, man. Like, damn.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
He got it, man. But what I wanted to ask you was, like, all right, y'all was speaking on another thing. Y'all was talking about truck drivers, like, man, we ain't nothing out here. Man, I made good money. I drive trucks, brother. So I know what it is, man. It's a struggle.
Well, you independent or you work for a company?
I'm independent, so I made like $250,000 last year. I mean,
see, you independent. I used to work for JB Hunt.
Oh yeah, JB Hunt, man.
real.
I'm brushing them off the road, man. Yeah, they go too slow for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Hunt.
I respect anybody in their hustle though. So
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for your call, man. We got Josh from Texas on the line. Josh, what you want to say to Safari?
Yo, Sway, what's going on in the fam? Man, Sway,
What up, though?
man, you find the best people, man. I'm like, Sway, I mean, then you on Empire.
Yeah, you saw me, Josh.
Then, man, I got to give you your props, man. You on Empire. Then you interview Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, I am tripping out. I go to this man's church. Then you bring in Safari. Dude is sick, bro. Like, I'm trying to find out where can I get this man's CDs at. Man, dude got some, bro. It ain't about, man, stay humble, man, at this work every day on keeping yourself the way you are. You ain't got to worry about the talent because God done bless you with the talent, brother. All you got to do is just keep yourself like, bro, I'm telling you, we riding with you down here. I'm going to support you to the end, bro.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
That's what's up. How can people find your music?
I don't have like a body of work put out yet, so I'm just like dropping one at a time. But you know, on my YouTube channel, if you or my website, iamsafari.com, and it's Safari SAFAREE. It's 2 E's. It's not an I. And I just got burned on iTunes right now. But you know, everything. I don't know. I'm working on an EP. Yeah. I'm just thinking if I should do an EP so that I do have a body for people to hear, or just keep doing the one at a time. But I don't want to rush things up. But I'm gonna always keep on doing stuff so that people have things to hear. You know.
Your friends. You know, since you and Nikki going separate ways, man. Mm-hmm. You know, I notice when you face adversity, I've had this happen before when King Tech and I walked away from a radio station, and man, our friends shrunk. We ended up with hardly any.
Yeah.
How did that affect your inner circle?
Even like before that, my circle had kind of shrunk already because there were a lot of people who expected more out of me and wanted a lot from me, and because of how I carried myself, people forgot to realize that I wasn't the main artist. Yeah. So what somebody has, that doesn't mean that, okay, I can go and do the same thing too. I can't go and buy my friends cars and do that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it was like people expected so much from me, and it was like, yo, I'm good enough to take care of myself and help out family if they need it, or if somebody is in like a real emergency, I could do that. But I'm not gonna be out here and just say, all right, I'm gonna be buying a car and buying a house and do all this stuff for a bunch of people. And people, people who aren't in the business, if you looking at the BET Awards, and you see somebody you grew up with on TV and you see them on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous and all of that stuff, you're gonna be like, what? And then people hear all these numbers on Forbes and all of this stuff, and people don't think about, these numbers get taxed.
Yeah.
Managements get paid, lawyers get paid. So don't think I'm sitting here with millions and millions and billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So, but people who are not in it, they don't realize that.
What I saw the Lifestyle, the Rich and Famous thing. Those numbers were real? I thought they embellished those numbers just to make the show look bigger.
They definitely inflate some stuff.
Yeah.
Like when they were talking about $5,000 on chicken wings and all that stuff, like I really want to know where they would get
black people. They did it.
Black people.
Yeah, black people.
I wish they would have really spoke to a reliable source about that. I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Man, you can go buy a chicken for $4, man.
Word
Cut that,
up.
slice that up.
Yummy.
All right. Okay, so Safari is here. What's next for you? Are you going to continue making music? Do you plan on going on the road?
I'm just working on my music, and also too, I'm doing music, but I don't want to just be looked at, this guy's a rapper. I really want to be known as a ill persona. I want to do fashion. I want to do music. Like, I want to be able to do things to help other people. I want to, I grew up being I used to be a counselor. That was one of my other jobs too, at a Flatbush YMCA. Like, I want to do stuff to, build that back up. You know what I'm saying? I want people to be like, all right, he does music, but he's not just a rapper. He's a persona. He does music. I do the motorcycle thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring more light into the motorcycle stunt community. People, whether you ride or you stunt, that's one of my passions. I don't know if you ever saw any of my bike.
I saw that video he was talking about, man. I didn't think it was you. I didn't know you did that like that.
Yeah. I've been doing that. I was doing that since I was 18.
Really? Is that like a league for that? Like, do y'all get? Is it?
It's not a league. It's just like a brotherhood. Like, people who ride bikes, it's just an automatic respect there for anyone who rides a bike. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you see another female journalist or whatever, someone who does what you do, that respect should be there.
Yeah.
But so it's like with the bike thing, it's like, we putting our necks on the line, so that respect is automatically there.
What's the worst injury you ever sustained from that?
I got hit by a car a couple times. I fell a couple times. The worst injury I probably got, I got this big black gash on my shin. And I had stopped riding for about 4 years. And then, because the music thing just started taking off and I have no time. And then I just started feeling like, I need something to stay sane so I could just say, let me leave this music world for a second and let me do something to make me feel like, okay, I'm not in the music business. You know what I'm saying? So then I got back in the bike game and the day I got back on it, it's like I was wheeling up, whoop, 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 whoop. And then I was coming up to a gate, and I wanted to try to do a circle wheelie because I was going really slow. So I'm like, whoa, whoa, and then I lean, and the bike just flipped, and then there was a big peg, and it just gashed my shin.
So are you injured right now?
I could show you the bruise. But you see?
Pause.
I hope I'm not ashy.
Are those new Timbs?
Yeah, see that right there.
Oh, damn, dude. Look like you got a roach smashed on your
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked
look like a roach got smashed on your joint.
I didn't think about that. Thanks for making me feel better, son.
Yeah, man. I'm here to support.
Can we jump back in the Safari body oil moment real quick? Because I was looking at your hairline too. It's nice and intact. You said that it returned.
Yeah.
I'm looking
you
at
heard it in the song, right?
Uh-huh.
I said, why you asking me these questions? Why you all in my business? Yeah, I fixed my hairlines and I'm done with the fitted.
But real quick, how do you fix a hairline as a dude without getting a lace front?
It's a surgery. And it's a tedious, about 36 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I'm confident in myself, so I ain't gonna hide it. I could tell people I did it because people who seen old pictures of me before, they're like, yo, why this nigga not wearing hats no more? I got my shit fixed. It was 20.
I fuck with that.
No, I thought he was joking. You dead ass serious? He joking. Oh wow! So there's a procedure.
Yeah, it was about 20. I think it was 30 hours, 2 days, and I was awake the whole time.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. They take out each individual hair follicle out of your head, and then they poke them in here. And I think they did about 3,000. Wow. The procedure costs about 20,000, and then it's but it's real hair and it grows.
It's your hair.
So after they do it, and then the hair there's a process where the hair drops out in like 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then it regrows, and then that's it.
That's amazing.
That's the
I
equivalent
freaking
to
love
getting like
science.
butt pads or something, right? That's the same thing. You can't knock
That's
them for
better
that.
than weave.
But butt pads come off. This don't come
Oh,
off.
that's real. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But because you have all these awesome qualities in yourself, you know, and the fur is nice and fluffy, it made me think, do you feel like love is going to be entering your life again soon, later?
I'm not gonna lie. I like being by myself right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not rushing to be with nobody. It's extremely refreshing. Like, I feel extremely at peace. I love it. For anyone who thinks that I'm feeling any other way, real talk, I've never been this happy in my life.
In your life?
Not in my life. Not in my life. Not in my life. But I'm just saying, like, I'm really happy right now.
That's dope.
Yeah.
For real. I feel really good.
I'm happy that you're happy, man.
Thank you.
Happy that you're happy, man.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shea 45.